Hello, everyone. Can you hear us?
Hello, and welcome back to our Flyff for Fun stream. This is Friday evening, 8 p.m. in Dublin. The weather is nice, cool, dry, and it's dark outside. How is everyone?
I'm doing great today. How are you guys? Cameron, Missy, Azoku, Mario?
Hey guys.
What's up?
So Piccolo, what do we have planned today?
Yes, I heard just see finally Piccolo's volume is fixed. I have bought a new microphone so you can understand me finally. Oh, I'm too loud. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm too loud. Wait, let me fix it a little bit. I mean, you should understand me, at least a little bit, but if I'm too loud, I can fix it, I think. So it's now better? Habu? Okay, I think it's better now. What we have today? Yes, we will go with you into the secret room. And yes, we know it is an instant from the old Flyff, but we have some new stuff we want to show you today. And we also would like to give you a small peek what will you have to expect when you go into the Forsaken Tower as soon as it's live. Right, Blukey?
Yes, lots of fun new things to see. You guys may notice that the secret room manager actually has a new color question mark above their head. Now, those of you who played in December may remember that that was used for the daily quest given by the polar bear NPC. So what does that mean for Flyff Universe? That means we have brand new daily quests that you can do every single day for a little bit more experience as you journey your way through the different floors of the Forsaken Tower.
So, I go a little bit lower with the music because I was asking for. Hi from Dublin. Hello, Chris. Hello from Dublin back. So, sorry, Blukey, can you please repeat because I was no focus on the chat and on the
Oh, sure.
Sorry.
Yeah, of course.
My bad. My bad.
So you all may notice that the secret room manager has a blue exclamation point above their head. Now, this was used once before. If you played back in December, you may remember the polar bear NPC gave a daily quest for the December winter event. Now, what does this mean for Flyff Universe? That means we now have new daily quests for you to do to get a little bit more experience as you journey your way through the different floors of the Forsaken Tower. Awesome. So you can see here Piccolo is showing off some of the different quests that you can get at his level. So currently Piccolo is pretty close to max level. He's 137. And you'll have different quests based on your level to pick up and get a little bit of experience.
And isn't it not nice to have experience?
Definitely. I see someone say, great, 0.01 experience from a quest. Yeah, I think once you're once you're close to the very end there, 137, 138, the values do get a little bit low. But when you're in the proper range for each floor, you should get a reasonable amount.
But today we don't go into the Forsaken Tower, we go into the secret room. Which also is a part of the Forsaken Tower. No, instead of, as the old player might remember, a complete separate instance from an NPC you get next to Juria or the Darkon town NPC. No, what else is new with the secret room on the Flyff universe? As you might remember, if you have played the classic Flyff, you only could do the secret room on a certain day and a certain time when the secret room was actually open. And Flyff universe, you can go on whatever day you like, once a week. So there is no time specific, it's not a time specific or day specific event anymore. You just can go to the NPC, ask for enter, which is not working right now.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Leveled up, and yeah, that's probably the reason.
Yes, what?
Oh, we have to level the guild.
We have to level
in order
the
to
guild.
go in.
Oh yeah, right. Good level 10. Whoops.
So we do have some good questions. So to Piccolo's point, your guild will have a lot of flexibility when it comes to how they schedule, their weekly run of the secret room. You can kind of do it at your own pace. It'll still be competitive. You'll still be competing against other guilds, but you won't have to try to organize around a specific server time. You could just find a time that's best for your guild and go in and complete it at your pace. And you'll have currently you have 1 hour to complete it. And there will be special rewards for those who win. And does it reset on Sunday? I believe the answer is yes. I think it does reset on Sunday. Do guilds that do not win the secret room also get rewards? So we're definitely thinking of different ways that we can give players of all different levels and experiences ways to feel rewarded for participating, especially because there is a relatively high entrance fee, like you do pay 10 million pinya. So there are some ideas in mind for ways to make players all the way as low as like level 90 feel rewarded for entering and participating as a guild. So I think as we continue to develop those things, and if we have any new changes to show off, we'll definitely let you know. Azuku, they're actually wondering if you could show off the flight a little bit, the Elementor flight.
The walking animation, I can do that.
Nice, thank you. Mahazi, I'll have to double check on that. Maybe someone here can answer. I don't know if you know Cameron, but from what I understand, I believe it resets similar to how the instances are set up, where there's a 1 hour cooldown. However, they reset at midnight. Or a 1 day cooldown, but they reset at midnight, for instance. I think it may work the same way with Secret Room, where you have 7 days to complete it. You do it in an hour, and then it resets when the week rollover happens, which may be the same time that, for instance, like the Battle Pass weekly resets. But I have to get confirmation on that.
Cameron, might you please check the chat?
What, sorry?
Might you please check the chat?
The guild is already leveled.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. We'll level the guild here.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right,
perfect.
Piccolo, I believe we have managed to turn in enough quest items to level the guild. Shall we begin the secret room challenge?
Yes. And now we
Awesome.
can answer. But before, there's a question for me.
You might
Piccolo,
need Penya as well.
will the Elementor again overhauled? It was way much easier before. Now the mobs are running away when they are not quick enough dead. Actually, the best opinion I can give in this case is kill them faster. Cameron, you wanted to give me something? Oh.
Yeah, you need Penya for the entrance fee, so I'll just give you a little bit.
Thank you.
I see a few of the same question about Guild Siege changes. I don't know how much we can discuss right now, but definitely know that we're looking at different things for Guild Siege to make quality of life things better, and some of them have already been implemented. And once we know that it's okay to share and talk about those things, and once they've been tested, we'll definitely let you guys know more.
Oh yeah, and I see now the entrance fee for the secret room is 10 million Penya. That's why Cameron was giving me some money. It was needed. Thank you. Alright, guys, are you ready to enter?
Let's do it.
Go.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's go, boys.
And yes, I want to pay the 10 million Penya.
All right, let's go in, everybody. And once we're done with the secret room, Piccolo, there was one feature that we forgot to mention, and that was the ranking feature. So maybe when we're done, we can go take a look at the new ranking feature for dungeons.
Sounds good for me. So... And one already said, oh great, Piccolo is tanked, so we all gonna die. Most likely, yes.
I believe in you, Piccolo.
But I have learned to take everything with a hint of humor.
Of course, you have to.
Especially since I'm working with guys like you. You don't have to hear that, right? Alright, let's go.
All right. Looks like we have the first of the monsters for the secret room spawning, everyone.
Yeah, the great Catsby. Catsy. Good that Toffee is not here. He loves cat. It would break his heart.
That's right. Toffee couldn't join us for the stream today. It was a little bit late for him. So we made sure to give him a love via our guild name and Piccolo's beautiful tiger.
Yeah, but the tiger ran away.
Oh, that's true.
He was not happy with me as his owner. I can understand him. Alright, April talking about being late. Some players was complaining that we starting this week so early because the invasion will be on Mushpoie. Where some players wasn't happy about because for them it's really early. And I have to say in this moment, I'm sorry for it. I wish I could have take a later time for it. I know around my midnight, my 2 a.m. would be a better time for you. But honestly, for me, it's a little bit too late to be wake up this late and then streaming. Please understand that this is at the moment just not possible for us to streaming that late. Also, we are very limited at the moment. We don't have enough manpower to handle all the invasions for all players the same day. That's why we have to split it up to several days to make sure that every server will get this invasion.
Pixel had a question about purple dot numbers. As far as I know, purple dot numbers have been in Flyff Universe since it came out. I think that's been there for a while. Hello, welcome in everybody. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in chat and we'll do our best to answer.
Oh.
You have a request to throw on a Vital Drink X from Chat Piccolo.
Yep. I just noticed myself. I thought I have some minutes left, but it's already empty. Ah. Thank you.
You're so strong, Piccolo.
So strong.
Very strong.
Let help Piccolo.
I don't... Have I not eaten my spinach today, or... Thank you.
And while we're in here, perhaps we can show off some of the new class skills live.
Yeah,
So
that
maybe
would be nice.
Azoku, you can go ahead a little bit and pop the new Eye of the Storm buff. Check that out, everybody.
Ooh, nice.
And that's going to prevent your enemies from getting inside and taking you down. Leo, yes. Currently, all the monsters are designed to have very high health. They're not normal monsters. You're given 2 hours to complete this mission. So they're a little bit tanky. So hopefully you can rally together a few friends in your guild and see how far you can get.
And also I have put all my status points on stamina to not die so fast today, so that's why I may be a little bit weak.
Oh, Chan, that's a great question. Will the old boss, Clockworks, and Meteo get a universal reset timer? Yes, so they are part of the new instance system, which means that their cooldowns will reset at midnight. So if it's a 2-day cooldown, it will reset, 2 days later at midnight. So like if you do it later in the day, it might technically reset in, say, 32 hours instead of 48 hours.
Barbale has a good idea to expand the damage meter to show the names, and I can see why. We will.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and zoom on over to Piccolo with the blade skill. You can see with the blade skill, it's a little bit of a movement speed skill as well as a nice execute skill. What's special about it, if you manage to kill an enemy with that attack, it actually resets the cooldown on it. So you can zoom from low health enemy to low health enemy and try to snag a few kills here and there.
Nice.
We don't have any update for the switching tool to show off today, but once we have more to show you, we'll definitely try to implement it into one of our streams. Queen of Ree asks, will the Clockworks and Meteo still be guild events? Yes, they will be guild events. So no changes to how they're fought. They're still guild events, but the cooldowns are just a little bit more flexible now. Yeah, so Mario requested that we show off Burst Crack. We showed it off last stream, but if we have any build posters and you want to show it off, feel free. It's increased pretty significantly. So we have 2 skills that have sped up attack animations now that are Special Hit and Burst Crack. So Burst Crack is significantly faster to cast, as well as Special Hit, which is a mercenary AoE. Jaco asks, can any other class other than Knight be used as a tank? Yeah, definitely. So with the way the aggro system works, as long as the tank stays put, the aggro isn't going to switch to another enemy. So if the tank gets the monsters, stays put, and the monsters have all auto-attacked, then pretty much anyone with enough health can act as a tank. Inju-san asks, why not a 45 dungeon? Now, when you say a 45 dungeon, do you mean level 45? Because we have some good news for you. We didn't show this off in our previous dungeon streams, but there are some changes to how dungeons work that will actually support the ability for basically anyone in the game to do these dungeons. So, previously you may have seen that the monsters had levels visible, and that may have implied that the dungeons were really only available for the people at the top end of each level bracket, or each dungeon bracket. So for instance, that may have come across like level 27, 28, 29, and 30 may have been the only people who could do Lair and Chasm. But there have been some changes to essentially make the monsters act as if they don't have a level, which means you can pretty much go in. You'll still have a challenge, for instance, if you go into Lair and Chasm at level 16, but you'll have more freedom to try to take on the dungeons at the lower end of the ranges. So maybe you don't try to go solo it at 16, maybe you go in with a group of level 20s, but you'll have a much better chance of doing that now with the way the scaling works in each dungeon. And since the last time we showed the dungeons, we have also added a whole bunch of brand new mechanics. And we're definitely excited for everyone to try them out when you get to do the dungeons. So expect some brand new things for the bosses and even some of the normal enemies going forward. All right, Piccolo, we have managed to make it to the second to last boss of the secret room in only 10 minutes. Do you think we can take on this giant?
Yeah, sure. I think so.
All right, good luck.
Good luck.
I believe in us. Let's go.
Let's go,
I
guys.
don't think it's actually a giant. Yeah, no.
Oh,
God.
I gotta say, this was the hardest, the hardest mini boss I've ever fought.
Well, and this is the final boss.
So before we take on this boss, or before we go forward, we have some requests to check out the new Knight skill, Piccolo. Do you think you might want to try to show that off?
Sure.
Awesome. So let's go over to the Knight panel for the skills. And it's going to be a level 100 skill. Definitely, and I think we could probably go ahead and show off all the skills, GTAC. Don't worry. We can always swap our classes on the test server and show stuff off when we're ready. All right, so at the top you can choose your Knight class.
Yeah.
So these are your mercenary skills. And then the very far right is going to be your brand new skill.
The power stomp.
Not Power Stomp. It's the one on the far right of the tree. So if you go to the middle of the screen where all your skills are, yeah, there we go. The Heart of Sacrifice, and you can use that on myself, and we can show off a little bit about how that scaling works.
On yourself.
Yeah, so you're going to cast it. You're going to target me and cast that skill, and that's going to make it so that when I take damage, you'll actually take some portion of that damage instead.
All right then.
All right, so I am actually going to summon a little enemy for us to fight. All right, everybody. Here we go. Oh, I think I misspelled it. Trying to summon the Night Mist Empress.
Yeah, I'm sorry for
Here we
this.
go.
I'm not
There we go.
Yeah, there we go. That's exactly what I was doing.
Oh, this is the.
Oh,
The low level
nice
one.
work, Emerald. Thank you.
It's okay.
You're just so strong.
No, yeah, it's the harder difficulty one we need.
Yeah, I'll get the Nightmare level 1. Let's see.
Come on, guys. This is complete new skill, which I was not aware. We haven't yet.
Well, I can show you my new skill, Ringmaster.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Healing power to everyone.
Oh,
So, Pixel, the purple dot numbers should be for damage that you're taking, I believe? I'm not sure.
No, it's. I believe it's only on the test server currently. That
Oh, okay.
There are numbers for skills that are damage over time based.
Gotcha.
Piccolo, can you extend a little bit the damage stats on top of your screen for people to
What you asked me? Sorry?
damage stats on top of your screen?
The DPS meter is what they're asking
Yeah.
for.
Sure.
Yeah, thank you, Piccolo.
Broccoli, you will not be getting a 50-minute GT. That is just a command that we have available to speed up the buffing process for us on the test server. All right, so this time, let's go ahead and show off the Night skill. So Piccolo, I'm going to summon another Empress.
Okay.
You're going to use that skill on me, and then I'm going to tank it, and people should be able to see some damage be redirected to you.
All right.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Perfect. All right, and you can see that Piccolo is taking a small portion of the damage.
Yep.
So this acts as a way for Piccolo to sort of be a support tank, and also provide some defense to another player, and perhaps even save their life.
Oh. It's getting a bit close.
Oh yeah, I'm a little
Glad
bit
I'm not
scared
the
of
only one who noticed that.
it. We're getting a little close to Asmodean.
You want to party with us?
I know, he does. Shino, I think we're still deciding on the final number of maximum participants, so it could change. I think the biggest changes to the secret room are probably a couple of things. So one is the rewards, right? So you can expect to have a different reward structure, which we'll share at a later time for the secret room. And then also sort of the timing and how your team can prepare for it. So the cooldown is no longer set to a specific window every week. Your team can go in, your guild can go in and complete it anytime you want during the week. And that just gives you a little bit more flexibility in trying to complete the challenge when everybody's available. What stops you from doing this 3 times a week? Good question. So are you saying, like, if you were to make a new guild and then go do it on another guild? I guess technically nothing is stopping you if you have that many level 10 guilds. But it does cost a relatively large amount of Penya, and I think the likelihood of winning would be pretty low. But I see your point, and that's definitely something we need to consider, right? So yeah, that's a really good question. Thank you for bringing that to us, and we'll have to think about that one a little bit. GTAC, we are going to, once we go ahead and head out of the secret room, we'll go ahead and show off the ranking system, and we can show you how it works.
Oh. Where's Asmodon gone? Oh, there he is. Okay. See him. Yes, of
Yes,
course we have
Craft Tech, there is a giveaway today. In fact, we've got 2 giveaways for you today. Don't worry, Rangers have plenty of love. We just chose some different classes today. But I think I'm hearing your feedback, and I definitely think that in our next group stream we can try to have a Ranger participate, so you guys can feel like you're being represented. Awesome. Well, I don't think we're planning to show the Azmodan boss today. Piccolo, maybe we can teleport out and go back to the entrance and show the players how the ranking system works.
Of course we can do.
Awesome. All right, and I have a little present for you. Here you go.
Oh, thank you.
No problem, I got you covered.
Yeah.
I'm glad that you like the Fashion Mega. We've got some Hale's sword on my back, along with the giant Mushpoie cap that you can get from the giant Mushpoie. We have a couple brand new weapon skins from the Storm Peak dungeon. Very excited to show that off at some point. As well as some PK wings and some CS fashion sets.
Good. I'm here.
Awesome. All right. So once we go into the dungeon screen, there should be a brand new button when you go over Secret Room called Ranking.
There you
So if we go inside here, awesome. So let's check it out. And you can see that that Mario Mario, aka Marino, as you guys may know him, currently is the leader of the Laugh Tech Guild and has a really fast clear time. Is that 6 minutes or 6 seconds? I'm not sure, but that was a pretty good clear time, Mario.
Yeah, it sounds 6 seconds, but I was testing, guys. Don't worry. You guys can beat my time, you know.
If anyone can beat Mario's time and beat this secret room in under 6 seconds, then we'll have to come up with a special reward for you, for sure. All right, let's see. New Elementor class skill. I have some concerns, as monsters would simply detarget since they won't be attacking me. I already have issues with monsters running off if an RM Merkabah's with Stonehand. Okay, so this is more about like the PvE aspect. So maybe Azoku, if you have any thoughts, feel free to tag along after I respond. But for the most part, I don't think a lot of Elementors will be using it in PvE as like a part of their normal rotation. Like you may see it used as like an oh crap button to survive, but I don't think it's tended to be just like part of your normal rotation unless maybe you're playing like a face tank Elementor, which is relatively niche. But what do you think, Azoku?
Personally, I think it'll be useful in dungeons and some of them, just to keep additional mobs off of your damage dealers. Definitely not really while leveling. Maybe if you like misclick or something, or you blink pool and don't get far enough away, you can use it. But I personally think it'll be best in PvP and for dungeons.
Awesome, thank you. So hopefully that helps answer. So like, a lot of the utility is going to be for some of the newer content, definitely for PvP very heavily. But I don't know if it's really going to be affecting your leveling, as most of the new skills were not intended for that, but more so to build utility into the class kits. You're getting a lot of good jobs, Mario. So once again, well done on that 6 second clear time. That's impressive.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's a great question, Tark. I think that's actually something that we need to look into. I think that was brought up earlier. But another question about like, can a member leave a guild and then go participate in another secret room event 2 days later? So I guess one way that we could do that is not only have the guild cooldown, but also have like an individual player cooldown related to that, so that it can track if you've already done it for the week. But we'll have to discuss that and kind of come up with how we want to tackle it. But yeah, that's a great question. I think it's intended for you to only do it once a week, whether you go to a new guild or not. But we'll definitely have to look into that. So thank you for the questions. I think if you guys have any ideas or questions about that kind of thing, or ways that players may abuse things, definitely bring it up and we can try to consider solutions to that. What were the changes for Elementor one-on-one damage that we mentioned last week? So Azoku, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there were some changes to the Elementor 1v1 skills?
Yes, the ratios on them were slightly buffed. I'm not sure about the base damage. I haven't done a ton of testing with it. It is better than the mage skills now, but I still need to look at it. I haven't had a ton of time to give feedback.
So hopefully, I think right now, Azoku, the strategy for 1v1 is actually use the tier 3 magician skills. So hopefully these buffs will incentivize Elementors to go ahead and use those single target skills.
There was a question, what is about, sorry, my bad. Party and solo for the floors. Actually, it's a good question. In the old Flyff for second tower, you could go just solo. There was just for solo players, not for parties. Well, I'm not sure yet. But it was a separate between solo and party. Now with the new for second towers, you have specific separate dungeons or separate floors for solo players and for parties now. So you can go
That's right.
in either or, but not as a party in the solo, for example, and not solo in the party dungeon.
Exactly. So if you want to go in there
Yeah.
and farm some experience and farm some items by yourself, you totally can. Or you could try to go in with a party and take on some of the the harder creatures within. Is there a chance for players to win red chips from Secret Room? We're not quite ready to reveal the rewards yet, but once we'll have more information for you very soon. I'll tell you that. Let's see. Are you going to show the new gesture skill as well? Well, I definitely think if we want to, we could actually go over to the training W's in Saint Morning Piccolo. And we could all sort of pick a different class and show off some of the skills in the arena. How's that sound?
Sure, let's go ahead.
Awesome. All right, everybody. See you in Saint Morning.
Yeah, guys, stay tuned with us.
Here we are.
All right. And I think we're on the PK channel, so we can actually also test on each other in the arena if you guys would like. So I'm going to go ahead and turn myself into a ranger, and I can show off the new ranger skill Boom Burst. So now that I'm a ranger, I'm going to go ahead and just make myself a bloody bow. And then I will shoot Missy and Hizoku into the distance. And while I'm getting those items set up, Azoka, you want to... Yeah, perfect. And this is the brand new Gravity Well spell for Psykeepers. Oh, I died. So you guys can see that it does some pretty strong ticking damage as well as slows you down quite a bit.
Shall we show them Viewport's skill?
We should show them everything. So,
Yeah.
if we could, let's go ahead and start with a root. So, does anybody have a rooting attack per hit? Azoku, could you use Satanology on Mario?
Yep. Just give me one
All right, and then
second.
Missy, if you want to... Yeah, there we go. Perfect. That healing rate is big. All right, so Azoku is going to use Satanology, which will...
Wrong person.
Azoku will use Satanology on Mario, and Mario is going to use the brand new Bill Poster skill to escape that debuff. So Mario, do you want to go ahead and use it?
Yeah. Go on. Use again. Okay. So.
And there you go. Mario is now free and also has a buff that increases incoming healing as well.
Oh, it's on cooldown now.
I can see exciting PvP.
All right, I have the ranger
arena
set up.
coming.
Are you ready to get boom bursted? Boom.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
And there you go.
That's a
That is
50.
yeah, it's a really good one. So you guys can see the Rangers get a very long range crowd control spell, Boom Burst, and that is going to allow you to knock back a whole bunch of targets all at once. Boom.
Someone asked if you could get stuck in the Elementor. I don't think you can get stuck in it. I think it just pushes people out no matter what.
Yeah, that's a great question. So it should push you outward. So if you did somehow get stuck in the middle as an enemy, what it should do is push you out, even if you're inside of it.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
All right. So we've showed off Boom Burst. I am going to go ahead, while you guys show off some of your skills, I'll go ahead and turn into a Jester and we can show off the AoE a little bit.
Did we show off the blade skill? I don't know if you did while you were still a blade.
Oh, yeah, I used it a little bit, but let me go ahead and revert back and show it off again. So we talked about it while we were inside the dungeon, but the blade skill allows you to get a little bit of momentum. So let me go ahead and level up my skills. So your blade skill allows you to get a whole bunch of momentum and just shoot forward towards your enemies and die into Merkaba. But it's going to allow you to close the gap, and if you happen to execute the target while you land on them, it will actually reset the cooldown. Uh-oh, don't kill me with your stick, Missy. It'll actually reset the cooldown and allow you to keep spamming it. So perhaps one of you could get your health relatively low. Like we could get Mario low, and I could show you how the execute works. So no healing. Let's try to get one person low and keep them low. And there is the bomb Azoku just put on them. Blew up Mario and Piccolo. All right. Could you guys maybe hit each other a little bit and see if we can get somebody's health low to try out the blade execute? Perfect. Oh,
That wasn't much.
Sorry.
That wasn't much.
maybe a little too much, Mario.
Oh,
Yeah.
All right. So let's see if this execute works.
All right.
Oh,
okay.
okay. So Mario, come a little bit. Oh, you're healed again. So Missy, if you could try not to heal so that we can keep people low health.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
We're just saying try not to heal,
Please
so
don't buff me,
stop
Missy.
healing.
Stop buffing me, please.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Bomb explodes in 3, 2, 1.
But why is he healing?
I think Mario, are you putting prevention on?
No,
Oh, okay.
he's just healing himself.
Hold on.
That's okay. But you guys get the idea. Essentially, it will reset the skill.
No,
and
you can go again. You can go again.
That's
Sorry.
okay. You basically continue to reset the skill by executing, and allows you to use it over and over again.
Mario died.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
So
don't worry.
the
Oh, sorry. Someone asked me a question.
sure.
Yes, you can use it on the same target. It will automatically proc the bomb. So if you watch, I'll throw it on Piccolo. It'll start a timer. If I throw it again, it'll immediately explode and reapply the timer. While testing, I found some interesting ways to use it. Like if you use it on one mob and then a second mob twice, you'll basically get a triple explosion, which worked out pretty well when I was testing it.
Awesome. Thank you, Zoku. Takio asks, Blookie, how are you today? I'm doing fantastic. Excited for
So,
the
look,
weekend.
there's a player asking if I can try Assault in Elementor after he used the new skill. So I think he's curious.
I'm not sure if I understand. So you want to use Assault in what scenario?
After the new Elementor skill is being used. Okay?
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
All right, I have that set up. Just give me 1 second to cast it. All right.
So basically, I can't go inside the circle.
And you take time
Until-
damage by trying it.
Yep.
Awesome. So I think that answers that question.
I think it is.
Someone asked about a revamped buff system so supports don't have to spam the same skills over and over. I don't think we have anything like that planned, but I think maybe if there's like a good use case and we can find some value in like improving buffs for supports, then we'll definitely try to pursue that.
Try to jump in. Can you please make it again? So
No, you can't jump inside.
Yeah, so it's the same thing.
Yep.
I believe it has 10 lives, so it'll knock back 10 times.
and when I step next to you, it will throw me out instantly.
Yep.
There was a question if the bomb can be removed with a holy or guitar.
Givurtiala?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ozuko, can you
Yep.
can
let
you
me
go
just-
to chest
Alright.
again?
Oh wow.
So I have turned on a special little feature called One Kill that will allow me to show the reset. But you can see that if you manage to get the final kill with your attack, then it will reset it and allow you to continue spamming the blade skill indefinitely.
Missy,
So,
rest,
Missy.
please.
Missy, are you there?
Yes, yeah, what is it?
Rest,
Sorry.
please.
Can you use Givurtiala on me after Ozuko bomb
Okay.
me?
Bombs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, one moment. Sorry.
Oh, you don't have it. It's fine.
Use.
Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh. So basically
I'm not
he
sure if it
moves.
did.
Yeah. He moves. Try again.
So Don Viper, I think you're asking, does Boom Burst work
No,
on
it's not working.
bosses? So Boom Burst, most bosses I believe are immune to knockback. So probably not, but there's a whole lot more to dungeons than just the bosses, right? There's like a whole bunch of new mechanics and enemies within the dungeons that you have to clear, and I think that'll be really helpful for reducing some of the time that you have to deal with those normal monster mechanics. Jazzy, no. So like Secret Room uses the instant system, which means you could have 18 guilds all doing Secret Room in their own version of Secret Room at the same time, and nobody gets kicked out. So, you know, sort of how you used to experience things like Clockworks, Medianiker, etc. That's changing. So with the new instant system, people can do the same content in parallel and no longer have to wait in a line. So, for instance, for Clockworks, say another guild is already in Clockworks, you can go ahead and go inside Clockworks as well on the same channel, and that will just build a brand new instance of the fight for your team to fight it. Are there any new knight skills? Yes. So, Heathen, we showed off a brand new knight skill in the Secret Room that Piccolo used on me called Heart of Sacrifice. And Heart of Sacrifice allows you to offload some of the damage from the player you use it on to yourself. So that means if the tank sees that a squishy player is about to take a whole bunch of damage, the tank can use Heart of Sacrifice on that player, and that player will take 30% less damage, and that damage that was prevented instead goes to Piccolo, or the knight. Numi says, are you able to use the Jester AoE on the same target, or do you have to swap them to keep using the AoE? Great question, and the answer is yes. You can use it on the same target, and there are some intricacies in how that works. So if you use it on the same target, the bomb explodes right away. And bombs also trigger other bombs. So it's up to you to decide how you want to optimize it. You can try to spread multiple bombs, and those bombs will explode each other. You can try to focus the same target and just continue applying bombs that will just keep exploding on the same target. So definitely up to the player to decide how they want to optimize. But yeah, you can use it on the same target over and over.
So, and I would say before we answer more questions, our time here is nearly up. We need to get to the Mushpoie server for our invasion. So that's why I would say we do a little break now, end the stream here for now. And we see us in a couple of minutes back on the Mushpoie server.
Awesome. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Piccolo.
No problem. And bye for now. See you in a bit.
Alright, guys, stay tuned with us. Okay.
So, sorry that this took a little bit, but I had some technical issues. But now it should be all fine. Hello and welcome back, everyone.
Hello and welcome back. Ooh, I see that people from Mushpoie are starting to meet you. And this is, what channel are we on, Piccolo?
We are on channel 5. No, 6.
Channel 5. Awesome. Well, it looks
channel
like there
5.
are a bunch of people already excited on the Mushpoie server, ready to join the invasion. So I guess the question is, are we going to start it off rough with the hardest enemy of all time? What do you think?
Isn't it a little bit too early for it?
It's never too early for the hardest enemy of all time.
Alright, then let's go. Have a party!
Charge! They'll never beat it. There's just no way.
They are too hardcore. They are just too many for them to handle. Alright. Then let's get started.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if they're going to be able to beat them. Steamwalkers, A-Bats, fearsome.
And let's invite Clockworks already.
Ah, okay. So you see the plan. We start off a little bit harder with the A-Bats, and then we go to something easier like a
Like
Clockworks, you know?
right, yeah.
We got to give them a little break between the A-Bats.
Oh, I will spawn them definitely again. They say here are just 50 players. I see a little bit more than 50 actually. And I see they handle actually the monsters pretty well.
Ooh,
One
so
Clockworks
good
is
question
already
about
down.
the drop rate for Red Medio on increased difficulties. So there are kind of different difficulty systems. So you may have gotten accustomed to the difficulty system for dungeons. That's a little bit different than the difficulty systems for the other instances. For instance, like Clockworks, Medianiker, Red Medio. And I'll go into detail about sort of the difference between them. So for the dungeons, the 5 dungeons that are coming with the new expansion, there are 5 difficulties: easy, medium, hard, extra hard, and nightmare. And those are specifically associated with the level ranges that you can do the dungeons. So easy you can do from 16 to 30, medium from 31 to 60, hard from 61 to 90, extra hard from 91 to 120, and then for 120 and onwards, that's where you can do nightmare difficulty. Now, for the other instances like Clockworks, Mushmoot, Gur, Iblis Leans, Medio, Red Medio, all of those have a slightly different system where you start off being able to do the easy mode. And the easy mode is a little bit less challenging and has a little bit less drop rate. But as you work your way through the difficulties and you've completed each difficulty, it'll allow you to unlock the next one. So the first time you go do Red Medio, you might be doing it on easy mode. And then the next time, you might be able to choose, oh, now I can do easy or normal. And then you can try normal, and if you're comfortable with that, you'll have your normal drop rate, the normal damage, and then you can move on to hard. And hard is where you're going to see the biggest increase in challenge. So you'll see additional damage coming from the bosses, but you'll have an increased drop rate. So if you do manage to take on that hard difficulty and succeed, you will be rewarded with a higher drop rate.
Longchamp, don't be so mean. I think they handle the monster pretty easy, pretty well. So,
I mean, I do understand. We started off with the hardest monster in the game,
yeah,
the giant A-Bat. So, once enough people have died to the ABATs, there's only so many people left to kill the mammoths, etc.
Guys, this is mean. Don't pull the monster in the city. This is absolutely not.
Oh my gosh! Mushpoie players, I am wagging my finger at you right now, but also, that's pretty funny. But that's really mean.
I hope there are no shops in the city right now.
Oh, those poor low-level players with their shops in St. Morning. You should be ashamed.
Ah, you should be.
You should.
Good that you're on channel 5. There's no shops there.
This is actually the reason why I moved to Channel 5, to make sure that there are no shops anywhere where the players can
You Mushpoie players, you guys are sneaky.
See guys, this is one reason why I'm Game Master. I might have not all the knowledge of the new gameplay of the night, but I do have knowledge about the players.
Ooh, the Garbage Piter Giant. Now that is actually one of my favorite giants that have changed in Flyff Universe. Do you see all those stunned players, Piccolo?
Yeah.
So a new attack was added for the giant garbage spider, where it takes off its little lid on its head, smashes the ground, and then puts it back on.
Nice.
And everybody who gets hit takes devastating damage and gets stunned. Very, very cool new attack.
Let's see when I get closer if we see it actually. Oh yeah, there. Check. There was it. Nice. Very, very
Yeah,
nice.
it's pretty cool, right?
Awesome. I sound like Tom Hanks. Well, I guess thank you. Okay, but before I hang up too much on the garbage spiders, even they are very nice, I should not forget to spawn something more. All the players will be bored pretty soon, okay.
Jaco asks, have the old Flaris dungeons been updated? Updated a bit, so they do use the new instance system, and they do have different difficulty levels, so they do have easy, medium, and hard. But if you're asking if like they're a whole new dungeon associated with them, no, it still uses the same dungeon. But that could always be something that gets looked at in the future.
Another red meteor, Nika. I think I can do this. Come on, you just want to pull him in the city again. I know you. Well, in the past, I love to do invasions where the banks are. In the banks area in Florin. For some reasons, it was just too far for the players to pull the monster to the city.
That's actually quite smart. You put it far enough away from the city and they can't get there. That's good.
But somehow, for some reasons, it's also fun to do it in the arena.
Definitely.
I think actually I like it here more.
Wow, look at all those players taking on those giants. That's wild.
I think there are a little bit more than 50, what do you say? Maybe 51? 52?
Maybe 52 even. All right, guys, it looks like we have our second giveaway starting.
But please don't tell the players that the password is party time this time.
All right, I think the players figured out what the word was.
Oh, damn it. Who has spoiled it?
I don't know. Who could it
Who told
have been?
the player? I'm pretty sure for the Mushpoie server I have put some Mushpoie in.
Awesome. Looks like we have our winners.
Oh, that was fast. That was fast.
Ooh, some big Mushpoies. And guess what? Mushpoies also have a big AoE stun. There are a lot of new fun mechanics added to the Giants in Flyff universe.
Mushpoies for the Mushpoie server.
Oh my gosh, look at all those stunned players. I love that.
Someone told me one day, Piccolo, you just do invasion because you like to see the players die. Yes.
Now the question is, was it even a lie?
I say nothing without my lawyer.
Must have a lawyer present.
Always party time, right?
Yes, Elfykins, it is always party time.
Or like this.
And today is our Piccolo party.
Or like they said it in Wayne's World, party time. Huh? Party time?
It's a classic. Man, I haven't watched Wayne's World in probably 20 years.
Party time, excellent.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen the movie also for a very long time anymore. I think I should.
So there are a couple questions about future streams. So one is, will there be a stream next week?
I guess so, yes.
So we'll have a stream next week. And then the next one was, would love to see some boss mechanics. So, you know, of course, everything that we show on the test server has to be approved. So it's always possible, but I think for the most part so far, we have been keeping the bosses sort of a secret for players to enjoy once the expansion comes out. But if that changes, you know, we'll definitely let you guys know in any stream announcements we have.
We also tried this week already to stream in the secret room, but the idea might have scared some of the developers who said, "Oh, please don't, please go in the secret room instead of." That's why it's one of the reasons why we did the secret room today. But maybe we can go next week. Who knows? For now, it's not decided what we will do next week, but we will let you know latest next week, Wednesday or Thursday.
Mahazi has a great question. What level are the new skills? All of the new skills are available at level 100. So as long as you are 100 and higher, you will have access to the brand new class skills.
There was a question for coupons. No, we don't have coupons, but we have giveaways. But the giveaway for this weekend week is already... the winner for this week are already chosen. Well, there's always a level 100 Zeke, my Hansi, my Hazy.
Anubis, that's a great question. Will we get additional skill points? So this was brought up, I think, maybe last week or the week before, and I think, you know, we've discussed it a little bit internally and still thinking about ways that could be handled, but we don't have a solution right now. But I'll let you know that we are thinking about it, and it has been discussed a little bit. Are there new things coming this month? Says Alta Haiti. Absolutely. There are new things coming. There's new cash shop sets, I think, every 2 weeks, and new things like new pets, etc. And I'm just being a little cheeky because I know what you meant. I think you wanted a little leak on when the expansion might be coming. But I'll tell you that this month we'll definitely have brand new things coming to the server in the form of some speed sets. So look forward to that.
What does Totemia Licks Windows means? I can't follow actually.
So 3:31 is the deadline, Patrick. Okay. Well, I actually really enjoy seeing everybody speculate. I'm glad that everyone is really excited about the new content. And while we don't have a release date to share with you, it's definitely fun to see everybody get excited and sort of guess and try to figure out when it's going to be coming. But definitely excited to bring it to you soon. Shibasa says it's really fun seeing our misery, and it kind of reminds me of what Piccolo was talking about, how doing invasions is really fun because you get to see all the players die. Maybe just a little bit of joy in the misery, but not too much, just enough. Just an acceptable amount of misery.
Yeah.
It's all about balance, you know?
But guys, you do hear pretty well actually. Maybe I should spawn some more Ibots.
Oh, do you think they can handle them?
I can try. We can try.
Okay. All right, let's see. Mushpoie, are you stronger than a bunch of ABATs? Prove it. Will you put the White Wings of the Divine Prophet on sale? They were not very common on Flyff PC. Would love to see them again. Yeah, great question. I don't know what the rotation looks like for cash shop items for previous Flyff PC models, etc. But I believe the idea is to try to rotate through all of them eventually, so that everything that was previously available will be available again in Flyff Universe. Definitely no known date for that specific item, but I'm sure that eventually, over time, things like that will probably appear in the cash shop.
Oh, the gray wings of divine prophets are literally in the shop right now.
Oh, Jaco asks a technical question. What programming language is Flyff Universe written in? So Flyff Universe is written in C++. And if you're wondering sort of how that translates to the client and what you see when you load up the browser, it is using WASM. So you can go and look that up, WASM, and read a little bit more about that. But yeah, C++. Al today says Burudang invasion next week. I don't think we've actually announced who is going to be the invasion target next week, but I'm sure that our team will share more information once that's been decided.
Actually, I can say so much already. We was last week on the Asia server, this week on the America, so next week would be a European server. Next week as well.
All right, so we have a little hint.
And we was already on Totemia. So
the odds are sounding pretty good. It's a 50-50 chance. It's Burudang. So there you go. Flip a coin and maybe you'll get lucky.
Maybe I should flip a coin.
Can you compare the actual difficulty for Red Midnighter between easy, normal, and hard. So just a reminder, Steamwalker, there's no nightmare difficulty for the current instances. So like Red Medio will be easy, medium, hard, and then the dungeons will have easy, medium, hard, extra hard, and nightmare. So for things like Red Medio, I actually don't remember the exact numbers, but if I remember correctly, I believe hard is 20% more difficult. Might be 10%. But it's essentially 10 or 20% more damage done. And I believe maybe more health. But that's probably something that we can review and talk about in the next stream for sure. Yeah, so Zakani, I actually mentioned that one to you while we were on our break, but for the secret room parties are still 8 people. But you can have up to 40 guild members come inside. So guild members can enter anytime they want during the secret room event, and they can form their own parties. You don't have to be in a party because it's related to the guild, not the party. We did mention that the limit for how many players can go in per guild may change, but currently it's 40 on the test server. And if it remains that way, then that means you could bring up to 5 full parties of players.
I think now there are 53 players. I can feel it. The Star NL is asking who won giveaway. Can a moderator please show again the winners for this week? Please.
Awesome. And just a refresher for maybe those who haven't been a part of our giveaways yet. Piccolo, what do our fine viewers win if they win the giveaway?
They get a nice Piccolo giveaway box, which includes 5 of each upgrades, scrolls, 5 power dice 4, 5 power dice 6, 500 of each of the materials they need to upgrade their items. So 500 Aerons and 500 of which was the other material right now? I don't have it in my head right now. So there are Aerons and minerals, right? Minerals. I always want to say material, which makes no sense. So 500 Aerons and 500 minerals are in the package as well.
Zakani, you have a good question about sort of like how it sounds like you're trying to understand how the instance system works, specifically for secret rooms. So while the instance is alive, as long as you meet the criteria for that instance, you are able to join. So that means as long as you are in the guild that is participating in secret room, you can join that instance during the duration that instance is alive. So you have 2 hours for secret room, which means say your guild starts and it has been 45 minutes and you like just woke up from a nap and you're like, oh no, I missed secret room. You could still go and join, assuming that they were still inside doing the secret room. Hopefully that helps. Yep, and I guess that's a follow-up for Peachy. Yeah, so you don't have to be in a party to enter, as far as I know. You just have to be part of a guild. So it's just like Clockworks and Medio It's not tied to parties, as far as I know. It's just tied to your guild, and as long as you're part of that guild, you can enter. Oh, that's a great question. Will Heal Rain and GT work? So, yeah, I'll have to follow up and see, because I know there have been questions about that with Siege, and I guess something similar would, make sense for something like Secret Room. So I guess I understand what you're saying. You're saying for guild events like Secret Room, I think what you're suggesting is that GT and Heal Rain should work outside of the party. Yeah, definitely something to consider, and we can definitely talk about it for sure. Yeah, so thank you for the suggestion.
Yeah. What has happened now, I wanted to download a video for you guys to show after the invasion, and it looks like that the stream window was for a moment blocked by the download window. I'm sorry for this. Was not my intention.
Ooh, so Piccolo, does that mean we have something special to show them today?
Well, I guess now I spoiled it already. Yes, we will.
Awesome, that's
it was
exciting.
planned as a surprise for you guys, but yeah, I'm so bad with surprises. And the players can handle the monster way better than I thought. I'm absolutely surprised by you guys. So...
Yamagocha taking on that giant by themselves. I wonder if they can win. Is the PvE damage on Psyche Burst and Ellie getting changed? So we earlier we had hinted about some Ellie changes, and Izuku was kind of talking about them, but the Ellie 1v1 skills have improved damage now, so that should improve the 1v1 damage specifically for the Ellie skills. Oh yeah, did the Violet Mammoth scare you a little bit? That's a pretty tough one.
Yeah, I was thinking the player can handle monsters so good, we can bring in a few of the easier one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hey, they already proved they could take down the giant A-Bat. I mean, if they can take down the A-Bat, they can definitely take down the Violet Mammoth.
They can take down everything.
Exactly.
And I see some Mushpoies are dying.
Yeah, sadly, Peachy, the anything that's a giant and not a super.
So there was already the teaser for the next week.
Ooh.
which has
So now you
grown-
guys have a little sneak peek of the brand new Storm Peak dungeon. The final dungeon that you will be getting access to once you hit level 121 and higher.
Yeah, the Storm Peak, which is actually a really nice name.
Definitely. You'll be exploring the snowy peaks of Azria to find out more about the Clockworks core hidden within. I wonder what those dwarpets are up to.
Me too. Oh, the 3 of the mammoths now, have they multiplied for some reasons?
I think the mammoths called some friends.
Yeah. Always good to have friends.
Absolutely. Oh yeah, Zakani. We did notice that. Yeah, definitely. Thanks for letting us know. And if you guys do notice any bugs, definitely give us a heads up. But yeah, we recorded the Gavur issue with the Jester skill, and we'll take a look into that one. Thank you.
And some of the cans.
Peachy's wondering, do you think we could watch the secret trailer again?
You want to see the... Maybe in the end of the video one more time. Actually, it was a mistake that I already shared it. I just wanted to add it to the list so you can show it at the end of the show. But OBS was thinking, oh, great, a new video. Let me show it right away.
Let's show it right now.
Yeah. Actually, I never was at a Taco Bell. I heard so much good of them, and I wonder why they are not outside or of the US, or are they? I don't actually know. Have you guys ever been eaten in a Taco Bell?
Taco Bell?
Yeah.
Yes, I have eaten at Taco Bell. It's good. I'm trying to just think of a way to describe it. It's good food after a night out. Let's put it that way.
So it's a good hangover food.
That's right. Yep. That's right.
Good. I get it.
I wish one of the dungeons was a flying dungeon. Oh, that would be really cool. Have you ever noticed that there is a mysterious castle floating between Darkon and Flaris?
Of course.
I wonder if one day perhaps we'll go inside.
And,
It could happen.
Classic Flyff times. We had some ideas about it, but they never was implanted.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of mystery and potential surrounding that castle, but yeah, who knows?
Well,
Who knows what's on the horizon?
Well, I could say what idea we had, but I fear the players will take it and
Run with it.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm interested. You've got me on a hook, Piccolo. Tell me more.
Well, the idea was to have it as a sort of endless tower. You start very easy on the bottom, and as higher you get, the monster level will rise until you are on the top of the endless tower, which never will happen because it's an endless tower.
Right. That actually sounds really cool.
Yeah, that was our idea.
What's inside? Someone told me it was the FWC. Oh, interesting.
No. No, I can hear say no. It was not thought as FWC arena. It was a complete other instance.
Mm-hmm.
I even think that the arena was implanted or was there before the tower was in Flyff.
Oh, I think that's a good suggestion, Inju. An extension for CS outfits to see how they look on the body in shops, and not only in the shop. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think additional updates related to like viewing fashion and stuff would be really cool. It's a good suggestion. By the way, we have a brand new suggestions forum available to players in our Discord, in our public Discord. And you can actually make suggestions and discuss, and the moderators and team will try to go through them and pick out the best ones to forward to the developers when there's a little bit more time for the developers to take on some new things.
I just wanted to say, please keep in mind that at the moment the developers are very busy and might not have the time to go through all the discussions right now. But as soon they can breathe a little bit, and as soon the expansion is finally public, they may have time to go through.
Exactly. With every suggestion takes a lot of work from the developers, so it takes time. But many of the suggestions are looked at and acknowledged for sure.
So, and I think the players
Oh, that's another great
very
suggestion.
hungry today. Yep.
An option to hide all players except party members. That's actually a really good one. We got to see this feature used a lot during the Halloween event, which is very popular, but it brought a lot of players all to one area, which at times caused a bit of lag on both the server and on players' devices. And one common way that players combated that was to turn off the visual of other players, but then you couldn't see your party members. So that's actually a great suggestion, Diaz. Definitely feel free to put that one in the Discord as well, if you want to make a topic for it.
I don't know which game it was, but I had seen a game where you could hide all players but friends. So the friends always
nice.
for you. I think that would be also a good idea.
Yeah, it'd be really cool if there were some filters. Like maybe it would be a drop down where instead of like just a checkbox that says hide all players, it could be a drop down, and it could be like hide all players but friends, hide all players but party, stuff like that. Could be cool. Grund has another suggestion. Can we have an inventory slots just for CS items? So right now you can store CS items in your wardrobe to reduce some of the strain on your bank and your inventory. But we definitely hear you about like additional storage for all of your CS items that maybe you want to share across characters, etc. Yeah, all really great suggestions, everybody.
Also, the party finder is an absolute brilliant idea.
Absolutely, that's such a great idea, and it's definitely a big new system to add to the game. But yeah, it's a great idea, and hopefully, as there's more time for the developers to take on new things in the future, maybe that could be something that they look into. Is there any chance of changing party size from 8 to 15 for Guild War? I'm not sure. I don't think that's anything that's been discussed before. But maybe there are ways to improve the experience in Guild Siege without, increasing party size. I think there are probably some changes that could improve that experience in other ways. And maybe we can talk about some of those changes in a future stream. Can
I suggest you to find another custom costume fashion designer. Well, we always are looking for new designs or new ideas to bring you some new fashion to the game. But it's not always so easy. But our moderators and developers are constantly working on new fashion item ideas. So we have 15 minutes left, so if you have another questions, so please feel free, because we slowly coming to an end of today's invasion and today's stream as well.
Definitely load up those questions. I'm gonna go quickly stretch my legs and get some water. When I get back, try to answer as many as I can.
Burrito Bomb, nice name. Sexty, why no drops in the invasion? Well, as I said earlier, and the announcement already, we only spawn monsters which are implemented in the game. No special event monster anymore. Thank you. Oh, Longchamp, don't be so mean. Here are enough players. And I'm pretty sure there are more than 51. Maybe 52. 53. Okay, memo to myself for the next time. Great. Oh, don't find it. There. Have it on English. In the moment we are on Mushpoie server channel 5. Dark days.
All right, Master Piccolo, I have returned.
Welcome back, Master Blue Key.
So what are the Mushpoie players taking on now? Ooh, I see some Kerns. That is a load of bull. Peachy says, it's not a question, but I hope future updates will release content little by little. Also, shout out to Burrito Palm. Yeah, I think that's a definitely a valid suggestion. I know that there was a big wait between the last expansion and this expansion, and it's definitely valid. I can definitely see how people may want, some features here and there that maybe aren't related to an expansion to release in between. And we'll definitely take that feedback and, talk about ways that we can potentially improve the experience for the players, so that you can get some more of that stuff in between expansions. So yeah, thank you for the suggestion. Dark, I think the idea for the secret room is it's sort of like a time attack dungeon. So the idea is not necessarily about trying to spend 2 hours in one time in the secret room. It's more so about trying to clear it as quickly as you possibly can, and whoever gets the highest time is the winner. But you do have those 2 hours, which can be a really great benefit for lower level guilds who know they can't compete, but they can still go in and get rewards as well. So even if you're level 90, like all your friends are level 90, or you're all only 100 or 110, ideally you will still feel rewarded for participating, even if you're not number one. So it just gives you more options and more time and more ways to approach that content, rather than, only being 140 and competing for the top.
So, and the last 10 minutes has started. So the last monster will be spawned. The last drinks will be given out.
All right, I'll drink up. Yep, I got my last drink here. Thank you, Piccolo. I think that means we'll be taking our last few questions. So if you guys do have any last burning questions, put them out. Dragon has a question about the Discord revamp, specifically the suggestions channel. Should I have a few? I have a few minor varied suggestions. Can I post them independently, or should they be together in one big suggestion? Generally, I think we try to target suggestions as like individual pieces that make sense on their own. So perhaps you could make a thread. I do think there's a cooldown for how often you can post threads, and you need to have a certain level of experience in the server, so you need to be active in the server in order to post in the suggestions channel right now. So I'm not sure what the cooldown is, so you may have to wait a few hours, maybe a few days to post every single suggestion, but I would recommend do it one by one, because I think it's easier to understand and balance and absorb a suggestion if it's just one idea rather than a whole bunch of ideas. Is there any limit to the number of suggestions? Yes, I believe there is. I believe you can only post once in a while. Peachy, we're not quite ready to talk about the rewards, but hopefully we'll be able to share more about the secret room rewards soon. Now, one reward that you will have is access to a special Forsaken Tower ticket. And this ticket will take you to a special area where you can level up and get 10% more experience than usual in a whole special area just for participating in Secret Room.
Peachy,
Yeah, no
also
problem,
wanna
Dragon.
know what you drink.
What you drinking? Right now I'm drinking some water with a little bit of strawberry flavoring.
Ooh, that sounds lovely.
Yeah, I'm a big water drinker. I try to drink pretty much only water, but occasionally I like to spice it up with a little bit of flavor, so. Gore says, will the ticket be soul linked? Good question. I don't know. I would assume that it is soul linked, but maybe it's not. Maybe you'll be able to win it and sell it. But that's a really good question. I actually don't know if it's soul linked or not. Does Lucifer have red charge attacks? Currently, Lucifer... Well, I guess we didn't show Lucifer today, but I can tell you that some of his mechanics involve summoning enemies, and these enemies are a bit tricky because these enemies can summon enemies. So you'll definitely want to make sure that you bring a group that can clear these enemies quickly before you get overwhelmed. As if you don't take care of them fast, you could end up having way too many enemies to deal with. And in addition to that, Azmodan can also cast player skills. So that means you may get unlucky and get an assault to the face from Azmodan. So, plenty to go see and experience yourself. I'll leave a little bit of mystery to all the different attacks that you could be attacked with, but definitely be ready for some surprises.
Never Supro. WTF? Why does Totemiya doesn't have any invasion? Actually, Totemiya got the very first invasion we did 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks? 2 weeks? 2 weeks ago. So Totemiya already had this invasion. Next week...
I think I would be upset too, Peachy, if I got assaulted by an A-Bat.
We are at home right now. So, 5 minutes left. Now, these are the last monsters for the today's evening. Enjoy.
Ooh, the final minutes of the invasion. But at least you gave them, something easy for the end. No A-Bats or anything like that. Just a Medianiker and a Clockworks.
Yeah, this is what I had in mind as well. So
Yeah, that's good,
2 Clockworks, 2 Medianiker. Sounds fair. Oh, Peachy was assaulted by an I-Bat. I'm sorry for you. Okay, here. Have some more I-Bats. I just can't resist. I love I-Bats so much.
So, Injusan, currently dungeons, you will be sharing drops with your team, but there is a brand new loot distribution system that will allow you to mark whether you want an item or not, and it can be split fairly. So say a rare item drops like a piercing card, you can decide to need or pass on the item, and then it will be given to the winner of that roll.
Can future weapons be made in a more Peachy-friendly tones? Well, I like Peach.
Peach is good. Shabasa says, I want that as a new night skill. Block enemy skill and return it to him. That actually sounds really fun. I mean, technically you can already do that with Reflect, but it's really only reflecting the damage. But imagine if there was a skill where you could copy the skill of another person. Almost like Mimic in Pokemon. It'd be very cool. For a limited time, you can use the skills of others. Sounds a little broken, but could be cool.
And we came to the end of our today's streams. Clockwork's just is going down. Meteor Nika still fights a little bit, but I think he will do it not much longer anymore. I think it's
looks like they did manage to take down the measly Clockworks, but who knows? Yeah, I believe, though. I feel like Mushpoie is pretty strong. They put up a good fight today.
I'm pretty sure as well, yeah. And I'm very happy to see so many players here enjoying the invasion. I had my
Me
fun.
too.
I hope you guys as well. You guys on the stream and you guys on the phone with me.
Definitely, I had a great
I-
time. Thanks
I had
for hosting everything today, Piccolo.
And thank you for explaining everything and be, as usual, the voice of our stream.
I do what I can. Glad to be here.
Guys, I wish you a good evening. Have a good time. And we see us next week again when we are streaming back on a test server, maybe, and for sure on a European server for the next invasion. And as I promised before, I will show you again the secret video.
Bye,
Have a good
everybody.
night, and
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.